Well, ladies and gents, I got another Hognose. But this one was definitely kind of a more calculated purchase, I guess. Because I did the math and I realized I need to start getting back on my investments, essentially, in terms of my morphs. So next season I gotta make something. And since I do have a male albino, Percy, who's mature, it would be pretty nice if I could start breeding things that are visuals. But then I also stopped and realized I also have Talos. Talos' head albino and is Arctic. I really love a lot of the combos with Arctics. So, with that hint of the head albino and albino male, and me mentioning that I want visuals this season, that should let you know what I picked up. Now, it is not going to prepare you for the size of what I picked up. A lot of my friends have already seen this snake now, just because I don't know why I've been waiting. I just really haven't been in the mood to really film, and I'm more in the mood to go out and do stuff. Or sleep. Or work. Even though I've only been working like a day a week now. But this snake, I love her so much. She has so much personality to her. But look how big she is. Let me hold her. I like her belly pattern too. Look at that belly. Her name's Ducky, by the way. But as you can see, her belly pattern is very different from Percy's. She really does not have very much translucent on that belly. But then I was also told that she's a red line albino, which I was never really told how old she is by the person I got her from. But she's an albino female. It's breeding size. Not a bad buy, in my opinion, because next season I will start making back some of my investments, which I've decided until then I'm really not buying anything else. I have factored in a few things into my total calculation, I guess, for how much I got to make back to break even. And so within the next 2 years I'm hoping to break even. And then from there, once I break even and then get some profit, I'll start worrying about getting new morphs and new snakes in the mix. But I'm just really excited, because if I can get if I can make sure that she maintains weight, breeding weight, which she's a little overweight when I got her, but now her skin's really baggy, because I put her on a diet and I kept things warm but not hot, and I didn't want to speed up her metabolism too much. But I did get her to lose some weight. I'm just thoroughly really happy with how she looks and her personality. And she has eaten for me every time I have offered. She has consumed. So hopefully Percy continues to keep growing and getting bigger. But then, because if Percy doesn't work out, well, it's more so this. If Talos doesn't work out, because that boy, holy moly, each time I feed him, he takes down 2 pinkies now, and he's now feeding twice a week, which that's 4 pinkies total. I'm very happy that now all of a sudden he's very hungry, because that hopefully means that by next season I'll have 2 breeding males, and then I should have 3 breeding females. So if I can get Biddles to put on a little bit more weight, and then her to maintain some weight, which also just so you know how big she is. She is the same size as Cheerio in terms of length. But if I can, get those 3 females to either maintain or gain weight. In Argenta's case, I need her to put on some more weight and get bigger, because then I can breed her and Percy, and then Talos is going to be my overall sire of that season, because he's Arctic, which the Arctic, just so you know, is a dominant trait, but it's also incomplete dominant, which as an incomplete dominant means that as a heterozygous of that trait, it actually is visual. Unlike most genes where if you have like a heterozygous trait, it doesn't show and it's masked by a dominant trait, an incomplete dominant is like that, but it still shows with one copy of the gene. With two copies, it is a heightened expression of the original gene. So I'm super excited because Arctic is an incomplete dominant trait, so I'm guaranteed at least 50%, a 50% chance per egg for them to be Arctics, but not only that, a 25% chance of them being albinos, and then out of the non-Arctic babies, 50% of the non-Arctic babies, so 25 of my overall chance, will be an albino. Just plain old albino. So, literally all the snakes I'll be getting out of it, it'll only be a 25% chance of just being a normal. So, breeding to her is a very, very smart idea for me, but then also breeding him to Biddles, since she is more of a yellow color and low expression lemon ghost is what I've decided. She more than likely is because of her colors, because she is a much more yellowy tone than my other normals. And on top of that, she kind of has that like belly pattern too that's associated with lemon ghost, just not very highly expressed. So I think she's a low quality lemon ghost, which means that I can potentially use that in my lines to get some very nice neon, or not neon, but pastel yellow albinos potentially. But with the Arctic, it'll look really nice because I'll get some yellow Arctics. But if you notice, this is a much larger bin. That's because it's... And still, I think she needs a bin even bigger than this, to be honest. This is just what I have had on hand. Because I am kind of redoing my room. As well as the room next to mine that's going to become the snake room. So... for now, I'm not really upgrading anybody until I know what type of shelving or rack system I have to work with. So until then, they're all going to be staying in the same thing. But I did, just so you know, her hide, just because of how big she is. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Ducky. It's a takeout thing where I just literally cut this to make a little flap. But I'm excited. This next season is going to be awesome. Because then the Mexican Hognose will be able to breed, which will be fun. And then I'm hoping to have a female tricolor by then, which she shouldn't be able to breed yet. But the season after that she should. So that'll be fun too, having tricolors. And it's just going to be a fun season. I'm going to be having a pretty full season with my Hognoses, literally 3 different species. But then my male ball python should be ready to breed. So I'll be breeding him to Hercules, so Cheerio and Hercules babies. A few of my friends have been anticipating those now for a while, but I've been letting them grow evenly and slowly, and then Hercules has also been going on hunger strikes. So, but now things are all starting to kind of come together, and the pieces are falling into place, which I am very, very happy about. So, I like how this line wasn't that bad earlier, and it wasn't until I turned my lights off that I even noticed it. Oh, one of my light bulbs burnt out well after I turned the lights back on. Anyway, I got distracted. This next season is just going to be very, very fun, especially with Ducky, but she's just cute. She's very big, very, very big. I'll do a comparison video of her versus Percy just to show you guys, because on here she just looks pretty orange. But when you compare her to Percy, Percy does not look this orange. And I love her face. She's very cute. But I love her. She's fun. I can play my video games with her on my lap. And she just chills. I genuinely cannot. I can't wait for next season. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be very, very, very fun. And then Tiber, just a quick update on him towards the end here. Still hasn't eaten. We tried to assist feed him, and that didn't go well. So I don't know what we're going to do with that boy. because he's just being picky. Like, it's weird. He genuinely has no interest in eating at all. Like, I can't even get his attention with food. So, I remember Percy gave me the scare a couple of times, so I'm hoping that he snaps out of it soon. But that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Just mainly to show off her and talk about my breeding plans for next season. This is going to be so much fun next year. This upcoming season, next spring, is going to be awesome. So I will update you guys on all the snakes here in a bit. Not today, though. There's one video I'm going to film, and then I think for the day I am done filming. I might try to fit in the mice update video today, too. But, meh. I'm starting to get tired out of filming again, even though I've legit only filmed 3 videos. But, I don't know, it's more so since each video takes about 10 to 20 minutes, it takes up a bit of time, and also getting things set up. But, there's that. So, I will see you guys in the next video. I'm not sure which video it's going to be, just because of how I've been staggering certain uploads, but then also uploading certain things on the correct days that I'm like, oh, I'm gonna upload these on blah blah blah. I've actually been doing that with some of them, so I don't know when what's gonna be next. But I hope, regardless, that you guys like this video. Let me know in the comments, especially if you guys are breeding hognoses, what projects you guys have coming up, because it's very neat to just hear what people have going on for them in the season, even if it's not like hognose breeding. If it's like leopard geckos, or you're just breeding mice, or anything like that, let me know in the comments what you're doing. I'm genuinely interested in hearing what all you guys have going on, and hopefully we can each learn a little bit of something new. I'll see you guys in the next video, ladies and gents.